I got to lean in.
What's going on, everybody? It is me again, and it is time to lean in, bitch. Welcome to the lean, and welcome back if you are returning. We're here to talk about the real boring fucking housewives of Beverly Hills. I am tired. This is like my fourth week in a row where I have literally said the real boring house. Like, what is going on? Where are our girls? Where are they?
Bring back our girls. Bring back our
Right.
girls.
What did he say? Where is that? Where is it at? Where
Thank
is
God.
girls?
Thank God for Sutton and Garcelle. That's it. That's it. This episode was as boring as the group chat has been since I left due to getting an Android.
Ooh.
Danny told me that y'all are boring. Y'all miss me. Y'all don't know what to do without me.
I didn't say they miss you.
I don't think. Okay,
Daniel,
so wait a minute.
Daniel,
There are people that are in the group chat that are here. I don't think that was said.
It definitely wasn't.
Danny said that you in particular, Cortez, were beside yourself with grief. His words, not mine.
Listen,
I
would like to reiterate to everybody again that Jamie got an Android, and Jamie is no longer in the lean group chat because, as we all know, we are an Apple family, baby. So Jamie thinks that Jamie thinks that the lean season is boring that he left, and it's not.
I mean, Jasmine is in my DMs begging me to come back. That's all I got.
Oh my God, Jasmine said, "Take your hat off when you lie."
Jasmine's getting my DM begging, and Antonio too. Antonio said, "Life ain't the same."
All right, y'all. Well, like I said, we're here to talk about the Housewives of Beverly Hills. We can talk all day about our situations, but we're just talking poking fun. We're gonna talk about Beverly Hills episode 14, titled "Shameless, Not Ruthless." Very boring episode. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you haven't watched it, you may enjoy our recap better. But honestly, I'm so tired of trying to give life to this damn season of the last 4 episodes that I just don't have it in me. But we'll see. We're gonna have a good show. Chase is not here today. No, look at that. I want to speak. Frank said Chase fired now. We had to get rid of Chase because he was causing drama on the marriage.
If they saying that about Chase gone from 1 episode, what they said about me gone from 2.
They thought we got me too.
Our good friend Isabel was about to have a breakdown. She was like, "This is the second fucking episode. Where the fuck is Danny? Bring back Danny."
I was traveling, y'all. Cortez gave me some nights off to travel.
He had a little PTO. But no, Chase is out today. Chase had an event to go to, so I think he'll be out next week too. So y'all won't see Chase for 2 weeks. But we'll be here. We got the show. And Chase of the King, we back, okay? All right. So before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button to like this video and many of our other videos. If you're missing out on Married to Medicine, you got to watch it. It's a really good show. And I'm not talking about the show itself. I'm talking about our show. And Real Housewives of Atlanta is really good too. I'm talking about our show. So basically, watch our show because we have been bringing entertainment regardless
of the actual show.
Yes. Bravo needs to allocate some marketing to the lean because the way we carrying that show on our back.
Right. And shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Jasmine here. David called in yesterday, y'all. I heard that voice.
Oh.
He called in. Antonio's here. Kyra's here. Cassie, Nushka. Who else? JP Rob is here. Sass K. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. Let's go ahead and get started. So we start out actually with a very cringy scene. We see TK's teeth, his old teeth. And I'm not going to lie, it was probably the most disgusting thing that I've seen on Bravo in a very long goddamn time. Like,
I don't like it.
I know that she said, like, that's love, but baby, that's more than love because that was disgusting to watch. It didn't even look like human teeth. They were, like, deformed. They were yellow. And I know that he's from England or wherever. He got them Austin Powers teeth. But still, like, I was like, ew, it must have been the money because it wasn't his face or teeth. But he fixed, and I like that. I guess this was setting up for her charity event that's happening later called Homeless Not Toothless.
Oh, baby, they need to change that name so fast.
Did Did they meet at the charity while he was getting work done?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she didn't look that much better. We saw Dorit's old pictures, and she was looking a little broke down too. So they both was broke down together. It looks like broke down teeth.
I understand that like not everybody has the luxury to be able to like get braces when they're young and straight teeth. That's fine. I didn't get braces until about 4 years ago. But baby, I brushed my fucking teeth. Like I brushed my teeth. I kept my teeth immaculate. They was crooked, but they was immaculate. There was no yellow.
It looked like teeth of a dog. They didn't even look like normal teeth. Like
you know when they say George Washington had wood teeth? That's what PK looks like. He looked like
I think those probably look better.
Yeah.
George Washington had better teeth. Oh my God, it was horrible.
So y'all didn't like
brush his teeth like that. I know that tongue nasty.
Coated.
So the name, the charity name. You said you didn't like the charity name. Antonio said
it was so cringy.
The charity name was terrible, and Kyra said it is the most charity. Okay, yeah, it's the most.
It's the most Dorit charity name. Very much.
Oh, the most. Yeah, the most.
She said, "How can we drive the point home? They're homeless, but they still got teeth."
I don't know. Living here in LA, we have very unique homeless individuals here. And I'm trying to understand this entire charity. Like, I'm trying to understand everything she's doing with it, because she reveals later that, they're donating one smile.
Then what are other people donating?
Well, that's what. No, she said that I don't know, the charity.
No, she said that one dentist was donating one smile. The charity is raising money to do more, but that dentist itself is donating one smile. But here's my thing: like, I get it. It's great to have a different type of charity, but these people are homeless. You're gonna put teeth in their mouth and then send them out back to the streets with no food to eat, no place to sleep. Like, I'm sure they'd rather a place to live.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, also, if they ain't got no teeth, they can't chew the food.
Yeah.
You government.
It's a fake board. So Sads K thinks that Dorit is a fake board member. Ooh.
Well,
it has a board.
The thing is, Dorit been on this show how many years, and now she got a charity?
Of all the charities she could get. Of all the charities.
That's true.
She's from Israel, and there have been multiple years of like Israel and Palestinian strife, and she's like, no, I don't care about them. Let's put veneers on homeless people. Like, okay, bitch. She want everybody to look like Hillary Duff. Like,
no, that's a very good point. I didn't think about it.
And then not trying to be funny as well, but depending on what type of teeth you can get done, like, that's a lot of money to be. Never mind. Just before it comes across insensitive, I'm just not gonna say nothing. I just think that money.
I don't think that money can be better thought out, because, like I say, you give somebody homeless teeth, like Michelle said, no water to brush their new teeth. I mean, it's a great idea, but maybe we need to figure out, okay, what about the maintenance? Like,
the teeth should come along with us setting you on your feet to get a place, job, all that stuff.
Bathroom to brush them in.
It should come like.
I don't know. Dorit, this is the second time Dorit giving scam this season. It was scam when she got robbed, and it's giving scam for these teeth. I don't know. The whole thing just didn't seem that thought out. Am I saying?
But I don't have a charity, so I ain't gonna tell people how to spend their money.
Child, please. Who's this? Elizabeth Hernandez. Like, subscribe, share, and do the YouTube things. Hello. Y'all been listening to Elizabeth Hernandez. Okay. Past that scene.
Maybe everybody on PR.
I see. We appreciate all those. I mean, it's realistic that, we see a lot of people watching, but the likes never add up to the amount of views. And I know some folks running to the bathroom and running back, but make sure y'all like these videos, y'all, while you're watching. At least, it's easy. And yes, but shout out to Elizabeth for that. All right, so this next scene kind of cringy as well. Sutton and Crystal, and like I said, I admire Sutton's ability to forgive people, because ain't nowhere in the world I'll be sitting with Crystal after the way she tried to defame her and come for her character like 6 episodes ago, and just be so, oh, hey, all of this. I just wouldn't be doing that. But I'm a Scorpio, so I move differently. I can't speak to how she is. And in this scene, Sutton they talk about Lisa's event. Sutton said that Saturday, I guess, the whole day, that it was horrible. And she talks about, she asked she asked Crystal about her eating disorder. And she asks her, is she okay? Basically, I haven't talked to you. So she kind of set up this whole conversation. So from the conversation, we find out that Rinna and Diana actually talked to Crystal after the event on Saturday, and they talked about the eating disorder. So, Crystal reveals that. And so Sutton says, well, in other words, like, that sounds good, but actually being that that's not the place they were coming from. They were coming from a place of judgment and kind of questioning it and questioning why hadn't she got help. And so I wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think that Sutton delivered that correctly as to what was going on?
Oh, absolutely. Sutton probably delivered that a little softer than what the conversation actually went. Sutton should have said, them girls were dragging you low. They were talking about your personal business in front of any and everybody who could walk by. They don't care about you. You're the topic of conversation for this episode. Because that's literally how it got delivered. Sutton was being nice to her. And fuck Crystal.
I think maybe I think that's true, but I think somebody said right here they were trying to cover their asses. I found that scene to be, I mean, they didn't show it, but it was very convenient that they decided to have a conversation with her afterwards or whatever. But it was kind of a point to kind of catch, I guess, to cover anything. But I think that do you think that she would have reacted differently if she hadn't had a conversation with them first?
Like, what do you mean? Like, would she have fessed up to it or like been honest?
If she hadn't spoken to Diana or Rinna and Sutton came to her and said the girls will basically run you out about your eating disorder, do you think that she would have? Because she kind of took offense to it. Then you think she would have took it differently, even worse? I say.
I would like to say yes because Sutton's proven herself to be a better friend than any of these other girls, but she's dumb and she's aligned herself with stupidity, so probably not. She probably still believes these bitches over Sutton.
Yeah. I'm just not the best person to ask about this whole Crystal eating disorder thing. It's just all I don't
because I think you were. We actually had some conversation about it like 2 weeks ago. I think you were out, and a couple. I think Lisa called in, and somebody else called it. They gave a good they was talking about it in depth. And so I don't know if you ever got a chance to comment on it, but what's your thoughts on it?
Everybody handles things differently, so I can't speak, but it just seems odd to me that she's talking about it so freely. You don't hear nothing about her going to a therapist, nothing like that. So it's just like you're open. Most people try to they hide it. And like Jackie, when she talked about it, Jackie on Jersey, Jackie was trying to get help. Even though I think whatever I think about it, she was actually trying to get help. And we saw her go to a therapist, stuff like Crystal's just, I have an eating disorder. All right, I'm gonna go home, y'all. Bye. Like, it's just.
So you sound like you kind of align more with Rinna them did, because Rinna them kind of were speaking in that same tone. They felt like, in other words, why hasn't she got any help? There's avenues. And so in this scene right here with Sutton, I think she made a comment. I may have heard it wrong, but I felt like she said, it's not like she has the access to get help. It was something like that.
No, I didn't. And like I say, everybody's different. So I can't say that. Yeah. I can't say that what Crystal's saying is not genuine. I can't say, maybe this is her way of leading up to getting the strength, courage to get help, whatever. But I'm just saying
it would be better for her if she actually was actively getting help. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't be interested either way because I wasn't interested when Jackie was talking about it. And to me, it doesn't toot my horn. You know what I'm saying? I do feel as though she should be getting help. Because it sounds like she's just talking about it, and the more she talks about it, like she just goes home and comes back and talks about it again. But I do wish we kind of progress.
Well, as a viewer, it is okay
getting help, and we don't know. She might not have shared what she's going through. She might be getting help, and we don't know either.
Yeah, but as a viewer, it is okay to say this is a really frustrating storyline to have to watch, particularly because it's so sensitive. Like, if you bring something like this on the table that millions of people in the country deal with, like, even if you don't want that responsibility, you now have a responsibility to kind of like be the face of whatever it is that you're going through. Yeah. So, like, if you're not prepared to be open and honest and actively seek something that's going to provide an avenue of betterment, like, it almost seems disingenuous and a bit opportunistic to bring something up like that. The same thing, like, I don't know. It's a very weird thing because I never.
It's the way she's going about it in some way.
Yeah, because I'm conflicted because, if we are on a reality show, kudos to her for sharing it, because if that is her reality,
it's important.
It's great to share it. But also, where is Bravo's thing at the end? If you suffer from eating disorder, please call.
They've had it like twice, I think.
Oh,
they had it twice on the previous relationship.
Alcohol, or it said it was some with black and white words.
Okay.
So it was some kind of disclaimer for something. And I feel as though it was that. I don't know. I usually turn the episode off.
Me too.
I don't know. It just we're in season 15 of a TV show. You know how these things work. You bring something to a storyline, there has to be some sort of resolution to it. And for you to just be like, I'm not ready to talk about it, I'm not ready to do it, then why are you talking
like
about
I said,
it? Like,
I don't want to seem insensitive. I know everybody's different. I just can only speak from my perspective, how it comes across to me. I'm not saying that anything she's doing is wrong or not genuine, but that's just how I perceive it.
In other words, Danny said, "Don't cuss me out. Don't put me in that mess. I'm
okay. Don't cancel me.
Don't cancel me.
Don't cancel me."
Oh, okay.
She said, "I don't follow none of y'all anyway."
Jayne Price said, "I'm sorry about Crystal, but it would still be on site with her ass." I agree. I agree. I would not be in with her, but hey, James, and I seen all that Scorpio slander in the damn chat. Okay, y'all better
keep it up, y'all. Keep it up.
Keep it up. Somebody sadly talking about some Scorpios are never on time. Excuse me. You don't know.
I'm wrong.
All right, so then we get this other scene with Diana and Asher. And I guess Asher must be promoting his damn album or single or something that's coming up, because this is the second episode we didn't got this man singing. I'm assuming it's supposed to look like he didn't know that she was in the house. I'm just like, I really don't care.
There's 3 cameramen around. How do you didn't know they was in the house?
Right. Right. Like, why would they be there to film just you? It doesn't make sense.
Asher. This is where the trigger warning should have been, because my ears started to bleed the minute he started to sing.
Yeah. Nothing really discussed there, but they did talk about, it's not like they were talking in fucking circles and code, but I guess they're gonna try again for another baby. And she was kind of speaking to how I guess they were okay with losing the recent baby because the other one could kind of have time to grow up. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, I tuned out for Diana Singh. She is a bore, and she is not needed in this season. I will say
she's not likable.
And I
think that's the thing.
I hate that helmet she has on in her confessionals with the aqua net. I hate it.
Yeah.
She looks like, do y'all remember that movie Mars Attacks? She looks like that one lady that had the bouffant and she took off her head and it was an alien. It's just Diana, like, to be a successful housewife, you have to engage people. You have to have some people that are fully on your side or people that hate you. Yeah. And there's no like any kind of emotional reaction other than just like blatant hate. Like she's literally off of nothing.
I can't understand her. I can't. Like,
turn on the subtitles.
Episode 14. I'm not gonna do that, okay? Because if I wanted to,
if they brought her, I wish we could have kept Yolanda on the show.
Yeah, I was like, this woman is not it. Like, what about this woman that they have to have an extra person on the cast? She could have been a friend.
She's Yolanda Light. You know, that's another thing too. I was reading something on Twitter, and it kind of made sense. We have so many housewives and friend of the shows on this cast that it's kind of hard to get into anyone's storyline. Everything's just arguing because there's so many people. You don't really get to highlight or see much of just one person anymore and what they're going through.
Well, nobody
5 seconds.
Nobody has a storyline. Like I saw the same thread that you did, Danny, and it really brings to light when they add people on here. They know that there's a big percentage of the cast who isn't showing up to work. So like Sutton and Garcelle can't fucking carry the weight of everything that's going on. Dorit has nothing going on. Kyle sure as fuck doesn't have anything going on. Lisa's insufferable to watch. Diana and her damn little husband, like, we don't want to see High School Musical going on every episode.
I was Diana this episode. She didn't lick her chin once.
She did. She did at the house. She licked it twice in that scene. It was disgusting.
I wasn't. So that's the one I seen. I wasn't watching.
It was disgusting.
It was disgusting. My stomach turned.
We'll move past them because even in the chat, everyone's saying they walked away. Somebody said they went to go. Look at Isabel. Where is Chase? Isabel is.
Isabel, please.
Isabel, if she ain't worried about Jamie, it's Chase. Isabel is the roll call. She's gonna check the roll.
She's very much the principal. She's keeping attendance records.
Chase is, and he's actually here. He's watching, but Chase is at an event, so he's not here today. Isabel,
the event must not be that entertaining if he's over here.
Well, you know how
in our business.
Oh, not our business.
In our business.
We get a scene with Erika and Kyle. So Kyle is not Kyle. Erika is showing us, I guess, how flexible she is and how she enjoys pain and all these things like that. In the conversation, Kyle shares that Garcelle has basically been worried, concerned about Erika's drinking and alcoholism and all that, blah, blah, blah. And so this is going to come back up, but this is the scene, obviously, of Kyle starting her production bullshit. I guess she said, damn, Garcelle been doing all my work. Let me clock that more. Any thoughts on this scene? It'll come back up later. Well, it'll actually come back up next week, but this is the setup for next week. Any thoughts on this scene?
Not really.
I was bored.
Yeah.
Bored. Erika, so Erika seems very, even her tone of voice, whenever you hear her talk, it seems very forced and very put on. It's very calculated that she's trying to be likable and trying to be this good time girl that's in her Stella got her groove back kind of swing, and it comes off very uncomfortable for me. Normally, I love a good 50-year-old woman having sex and getting her life, but with her, I don't want to see that on my TV screen. I'm very turned off. I'm dried up.
It's not working.
It's at all. Nothing's working. Her pussy, the scenes, nothing is working. Nothing.
I'm looking at the thing. Erika, yes, lame and thirsty. David said another scene where I went to
the one thing that did stick out to me is that every time Erika gets a chance, she gets to throw a begging joke in there that's not really a joke. She's really begging. When she got,
she's really begging.
Let me order something and send it to myself. She's girl.
Please. Yes, we get it. We're poor.
Is she?
We get it. We're poor.
Still got the glam squad.
She ain't poor, child. She got time to go sun bath, sound bath, whatever it's called. Thing. I don't know.
It's just all of these scenes with the unnecessary cast members. It really drives home the point that maybe a cast cleanup is very much in order, because even if I hate you, I'm at least going to find something interesting about you, and ain't nothing going on. Nothing going on. Even Mauricio can't save Kyle's scenes. Because Mauricio show up drunk and stoned all the time now.
Y'all, we got one Erika fan in the chat. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out.
Hold on. Can you block her like you did Angel?
I wish
I just.
You said what? Your thing was, it froze for a second. What'd you say? Say it again, Danny.
It's just.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a complete thought.
All right, let's talk about this last scene, because that's something that kind of almost happened, I guess. So we get to the charity event. What y'all think of Garcelle's look? I always ask every week. I know Chase is not here to answer.
Somebody said on Twitter, she's a part of the Rhythm Nation. She was a part of the Rhythm Nation.
What does she have on again? That thing with us.
It was just a snappy. She looked good. I thought she looked good. I love me some Garcelle. Garcelle.
Yeah, she looked nice. She could have did worse.
Chase, in the comments, what did you think about her outfit?
Yeah, let us know, Chase.
Her hair makeup was nice.
Fast Case said,
I thought she looked gorgeous.
Garcelle came correct one drip. Hair was frozen over cold blue. So Sass K is finally.
Thank you, Sass. Thank you.
Nushka said it was nice, but it was a little scritch face. I don't know if that's shade. Okay, Elizabeth said marvelous. Okay, cool. I thought she looked.
I like
cute.
Elizabeth.
I thought she was cute. I like the beat.
I like the beat.
Like the beat.
Me gusta la beat.
Yeah, she
head to toe. She looked good. I can't take that from her. Head to toe, she looked good.
Okay. Anybody else look good? Notable at all?
Dorit sat the girls. Notable at all? Dorit sat the girls. I don't like to give Dorit too much, but she's back in her. The titties were out.
You say you don't like to give the girls too much. You give them too much.
I don't like to give Dorit too much.
Oh, okay.
Dorit,
I don't like to give her too much.
Her makeup looked a mess.
I said her dress and the titties. I said the dress and the titties. The makeup looked very
washed out.
Mary-Kate and Ashley foundation.
Okay.
It was running. Sutton looked cute. Kyle, oh my God. That scene where Kyle and Lisa Rinna were on the phone together. Oh my God. Kyle looked like the scene in Death Becomes Her before they shellac their face and before they take the potion.
You know what?
Oh my God, it was a mess.
I don't know if they realized it, but they were showing them getting their makeup done because they showed Garcelle looking like she was going on Celebrity Drag Race.
They showed Rinna.
And they showed Rinna. Baby, first name, they didn't even. What's her name? Wasn't even dusted. Like Garcelle was. I was. It didn't say Rinna. It's like, they don't care. They don't care today.
Oh my God, Kyle looked a mess. She has sunspots. Her hands look. She is like, oh, it's so good. So
the
good
worst
to
one
see
is
you.
The worst one to see without makeup is Erika because her face is the color of the lean background.
Oh.
It's very flush, Danny. So flush.
Yeah, I agree. And James said he did not need that image. Thanks, Jamie. That movie effed him up. All right, so at the table, Kyle, they have Dorit gives her speech about the foundation. She talks about that the dentist that is going to donate one whole smile. We talked about that earlier. One whole smile that's not going to be kept up unless they're going to give him a whole plan. I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever. Dorit is trying to hook up Garcelle again with this person, that she has mentioned a year ago, even last week. That comes up. Right. We want to see.
You married PK when his teeth look like that. I need pictures.
She's still trying to find him herself for Garcelle.
Yeah. We don't want Dorit's help to find Garcelle a man.
Baby, we're very good. We're very good over here.
So Jayne is saying Kyle, aka Vile, a courtesy of Kyra, brings up the whole Rinna telling Sutton to get the fuck out. She says that she asks, did she tell her to get the fuck out? And then she says that Rinna says no. She said just leave. At the first glance, I thought she said get the fuck out, but she said
did. She said
fuck you. Fuck you, which is worse than get the fuck out.
She said that. And Mauricio interjects and just like, telling, because Rinna starts to get all rowdy up or whatever. And Sutton is just like, she don't want to talk about it. And what I hate the most about all this is that Kyle was constantly, literally trying to get everybody to talk about it. I found it to be so annoying to where I really wish Garcelle, who they have hushed now, I really wish she would have said, Kyle, can you just stop? Because she just thought it was so cute. But you know what? That's as long as Sutton allows it, she will always do it.
Sutton gave me what
across the table.
But Sutton gave me what I needed in her reply to her.
Yeah, she goes, I'm not talking about it right now. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'll just do everything you ask. Here's the
So the argument escalates. Rinna goes, I don't understand how Rinna goes back into this and she gets to screaming and go into this whole little performance on basically how she didn't apologize to Harry and that she still wants her to own up to why the reason she did it. And she says, like, I'll let it the fuck go when you tell me why. And it just gets a whole mess. And I did like when Sutton kind of how she handled her and she got the book and she was like, oh, I get it. Like, with the book. So that was cute. But what are y'all thoughts on this whole little scene? Because personally, this is old. Like, it was old last week. And it was
I feel like this
it was old 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago.
But this blow up today was a scheme set up by Todd so that Rinna can later have her breakdown. Rinna can have a breakdown later. That's a scheme set up by Rinna to have a breakdown.
Yeah, because at that point, how can Sutton defend herself at that point when Rinna's crying about Lois? I'm like, oh girl, you've been gallivanting for the last 4, 5, 6 episodes.
But Kyle's reaction after little evil grin and laughing and hiding behind Mauricio one day. Oh, that irritated the hell out of me.
I hate her. I love Mauricio. When Lisa said, I did not say get the fuck out, and Mauricio was like, Rinna, I wasn't there, but I absolutely 100% know you
But he
probably
also
get the
said, what she said we can move
She
past
said
it.
you'll never get over
Like
it.
you'll never move past it.
Mauricio was drunk, bitch. He said, drunk, stoned. I love me some drunk Mauricio.
Yeah.
He's annoying to me too. Him and PK are annoying to me after that whole thing with Garcelle saying Erika scream at her child all day long. I'm through with them.
Oh.
Yeah, I personally just didn't care for what the hell Kyle was doing personally, but
well, and it was odd. Like as Dorit, that is supposed to be your good friend. Your good
friend.
That's
what I was going to say. I was hoping that because although I don't believe Rinna. I feel like Rinna was definitely trying to. Oh my God, let me save my job. Let me act out at this table. First of all, they're at a charity event. Y'all are at it may not look like.
Then people knew what they signed up for by letting the Housewives there.
What I'm saying is, y'all already had an argument about a charity. You had an argument about a damn table. Y'all acting a damn fool again. Another charity, like Rinna. Where is your coup? And don't blame Lois, because baby, stop blaming Lois.
But my thing is, when she blamed Lois, she was the one with her Tamar Braxton crying because I didn't see one tear.
Maybe it was fake as hell.
Nope.
What did Claudia tell New York? Wow, how are you crying with no tears in your eyes? It's an inner cry, bitch. That's what Rinna was doing. It was inner crying. It was a lot of
drain. I would have rather.
Am I okay? Am I okay? Girl, bitch, only you know if you're okay.
Girl, shut up. I don't know with your bob. Girl, like, fuck.
Yeah.
It was just
rather that not even been a scene because it was
embarrassing. Like, we're used to as viewers seeing these women act a damn fool in restaurants and do whatever. And some of it's entertaining. Like, it feels a little organic. And then when the scenes feel just so forced, like tonight did, like, it's mortifying. Like, everybody who wasn't involved, it was obviously Rinna and Kyle. They were there to push a narrative, push a scene, push whatever. Like, anybody who's not in on that has got to be fucking embarrassed because, my God, bitch. Like, Melissa Etheridge right there.
When I saw this scene, I did not know. I could not for the life of me understand how Rinna kept her role on Days of Our Lives so long.
It was awful. Bitch, the acting.
It was awful.
I believe Beyonce and Obsessed more than I believe Rinna in this scene.
And I'm gonna let that slide.
My house and you touch my child.
Touch my child.
Like, it just, and the thing is, Rinna faking this outburst to me ruined what could have been a genuine moment for her talking like that, at a later time about the pain she's going through. Because I do believe she's going through pain about her mom. Mm-hmm. I totally believe that.
I believe her desire to produce a scene outweighs the grief she's experiencing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So how long y'all think she's gonna ride this wave of I'm acting out because of Lois? Because
how many episodes we have left?
She did because she's doing it real time too. She did it, about the whole Dubai stuff that happened.
So listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this. I don't know that pain. I don't want to know it, so I can't say how long someone's gonna stay angry about that. That's one thing I'm not going.
No,
it's one of those things where Rinna has proven.
I'm talking about using this as an excuse. Whatever because she's using it as a reason she's lashing out because she was in the moment when she was
as long as she can.
Girl, please.
As long as they keep allowing her to.
This is now Rinna 10 years into the show.
Put me on the
At this point, there's not a single altruistic or real thing that Rinna is doing. There's not a single genuine thing.
Lois is rolling in her grave.
Sutton's going to her, Lois died, but my seamstress almost didn't make her flight. So
even while she's having this little breakdown moment, Sutton, she's like, "Oh, it's not about you," and Sutton was like, "It's okay, you can use me, I can take it." And so, to this comment that I see right here, from Jasmine Boots, the other Jasmine, Sutton wants their friendship.
My favorite Jasmine.
She will take everything they throw at her. And you know what? You ain't saying nothing about them. It's the truth.
I have to agree. I always say that about Crystal. I always say that about Crystal, but Sutton is now included.
Yes, we have put this focus on Crystal, but baby, at least
Sutton is such a people pleaser, and I hate it. I hate it. I want her to say, "Fuck these bitches." Fuck you. Okay, girl.
I also think it's not women specifically. Sutton, I think, has low self-esteem and wants to be liked by everyone.
Yeah, and we've talked about that multiple times over the course of this, and it's so frustrating to see, particularly because as viewers we can see how poorly these women treat her and don't give a fuck about her in any fucking way, shape, or form. And for her to continue to give passes and be like, it's okay, it's fine, I understand. She's giving grace where grace is not being given to her. And it's frustrating because I want her to say, girl, are you done crying so we can continue our conversation? Like, it's frustrating. I get it.
Shout out to Nisha1833 for this super chat.
Thank you, Nisha.
I saw
y'all help keep the lights on at the lean. We really appreciate it.
Not my light.
Well, yours out right now. Why you got them little neon lights on right there?
Battery.
It's on gas. It's gas.
Double A.
Yeah. Thank you, Nisha. Yeah, but Rinna was definitely fake as fuck. No lie, no other way to put it. It was very cringy to watch, and like I get it. I can't speak to her grief,
The
but
whole thing.
Yeah.
Not one tear dropped, and all we saw was a smidgen of eyeliner. Start. Goodbye.
Her makeup wasn't running nothing, and I know she's not using a good time either.
She would have had that conversation at a different time in a different way.
You feel like it was convenient.
It was
when cameras were on.
I feel like it was planned.
Yeah, and I mean, Sutton said it multiple times this episode and last week when she has her audience. Lisa Rinna does what Lisa Rinna needs to do because if she was genuinely
Kyle was in on the plan.
Oh, absolutely.
Argument
because it was also a very random time to bring it up. Like, hey, you were talking one-on-one with Sutton. Like, why would you now? We're sitting down with 15 other people. Now, why would you choose to scream that out over the table to try to get some sort of clarification? Like, what was the purpose behind this? So it was absolutely a setup. Absolutely.
Sasuke says Sutton has lived in Beverly Hills, Bel Air since 2001. Where are her real friends? Why is she so thirsty for these women? Well, you know, I mean, when you film a reality TV show, you still have real friends, but you kind of have to film. Those have to be your friends, at least during work
they're your coworkers. You got to try to get along with them.
Right. You
gotta. I mean, you're with them for 10 hours a day.
But play the game the other women do. Be nasty.
I wish Sutton would have been like Phaedra when Candy was crying at the season 9 reunion.
What I wanted her to do when Lisa was yelling at her was to bust out laughing. Lisa would have lost it.
Oh, absolutely.
Lord.
But then they would have made Sutton the bad guy.
Bust out like Heavenly was laughing at the intervention. I'm sorry, that made me laugh something. But yeah, that's you know what? If you're watching, then you know that's all that happened in the damn episode. She was boring. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Melissa Etheridge came on. Good for her. I love.
Melissa Etheridge.
I was very excited about that. I love that lady.
She came on for her voice.
The lady is 87. Like
and
a lesbian.
And
I'm good. I love to see it.
I'm gonna listen to it on iPod.
That shit was weird. Y'all think Kyle was on something when she was doing all that?
Whatever Mauricio was on.
You think they was in the little booger sugar?
Quaaludes.
I mean, I don't want to get shut down, but you know, next season will be.
Oh no! And baby, when Kathy said, "Has she been under there the whole time?"
Who's that?
Yes, David. David said he made a sound when we went to the bathroom, clipped his toenails because the episode was boring. Yeah, all that.
David had time tonight. He had a time.
Yeah, he got a time. Yes, booger sugar child. I went ahead and sent the link. We're gonna go ahead and get a few callers in because I ain't got shit else to say. No lie, episode was boring. It has been for the last 3 to 4 episodes. So I want to hear what y'all got to say. And if you have any questions that you want to ask us, you know, whether it be live, like calling in or in the chat, go ahead and we'll talk about that too. Because we close to ending this chat. We're about to lay out real early and we're having to talk about, okay? But of course, before we get our callers on, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all are watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, our show, because it's really good. And Married to Medicine, our show, because it's also really good. All right, our first call is going to be Miss Lisa. What's going on, Lisa?
Hey, darling. How y'all doing tonight?
How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing fine. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm Sutton and Lisa want to drive me another bridge. That's another person on drive me another bridge. I am definitely over it, okay? I'm tired of them arguing about it. I'm tired of sudden even don't like you. Stop trying to be thirsty. They do not like you, and that's the only thing that just got me real. I mean, I'm gonna say it's about Lisa one. I don't know if it's fake or not because I do. I have been there. I have been there because I lost my mom, and I promise you, when I got back home, I spent a whole month in Memphis after my mom had passed. Because I was in the room, my mom had passed. There wasn't nobody else in the room, and they finally came in and said, "You took my mom a long time to pass away." When they finally said, when they found me and my sister, and when they finally said, "Yeah, she's found and gone," I was in there by myself. And I do know how that feeling is when, especially everything your mom has, you have to go pick it up and all that right there, some close to you. So I do know how that feeling is. I'm not gonna say she's faking it because I do know how that feels. And I'm just telling you the truth. It's been 5 years and sometimes I still can't believe my mom gone. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say
Lisa,
I ain't gonna say she faking, you know what I'm saying? But she
I think
probably
she was
is kind of faking for a storyline, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not gonna even touch on it, but I'm like, it's something that like Crystal. I mean, I mean, I ain't gonna say they were judging. I mean, I want to say, I want to believe some of the girls is really concerned about her. I really do, but I don't really believe they concerned. I don't believe Sunny concerned. I'm sorry. I believe Sunny. Let me go over here and tell her what they did, what they said. But Lisa already beat her to the punch though. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Lisa already been over there and told her what was going on. So that right there, because I mean that's another subject I ain't gonna touch on because I every time I see that subject come up, it touched me in a way that because I'm been there too. So you touched me in the way when I said her eating disorder and all that right there. So like to me, I believe, like I said, I don't believe the women really care about Crystal like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know one thing though, if you gonna come at them hard and come at them hard like you did last year. You know what I'm saying? I want that crustal back. I don't want the all the way. I want the crystal we had back last year. The one who did come at sudden like, nah, we ain't doing this right here right now. So that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. But other than that, I get this episode right here like a 4.
Oh, you
Like
give
a
it a
four.
4. That's
And
generous.
reason why I'm really getting the 4 because Melissa, the singer, because I used to like her
Um,
back in the day, so I like her.
um,
Yeah.
I'm
And
glad
Carlos,
somebody
I
enjoyed
don't
it.
know
I
why
can.
nobody, and one thing I don't know why nobody ain't figure out Carlos not your friend, baby dog. Carol can keep her peace. I mean, Carol can keep her diamond. Okay, she can make sure she back for next year and keep on. So, Carol ain't nobody friend, She can make sure she keep on getting that paycheck, honey. Because somebody gonna go to jail. They round up selling houses. They ain't no house belong to them. Maurice gonna go to jail right along with Erica or do something. Somebody gonna have to pay that bill, honey. Somebody have to pay that $50 million bill. So, so I don't know. So ain't no Cal ain't nobody friend. I don't know why ain't nobody figured that out by you by now. So ain't Cal ain't nobody friend. You can listen to that.
Kyle is a mess, child. She is.
Yeah, she is too. I just told her she can't keep that money. She can't get that
And the funny
money.
thing is, we were starting to like Kyle at one point for like one episode. I think it was like, oh, and then like she just clicked down so fast. I think it was
You know
that
what I'm saying?
argument that.
But I mean,
Yeah.
you got something in your
Cal
house,
ain't
Jay?
nobody friend. I'm
Where's
telling
Coach?
y'all, Cal got to pay that $50 million bill because Maurice gonna be Maurice gonna be somewhere.
Girl, baby, I think
Oh,
somebody
Lisa,
died over
look.
there. What is going on?
Lisa, Jamie, the police are outside of Jamie's house. I think he may
Baby,
be getting
not for
indicted.
me. Not
You know,
indicted.
Jamie,
you know,
what you
weeks
do,
ago when I
baby?
said,
Jamie, what
well,
you do?
it's probably the stuff he said against Erica
Jamie
last
screen.
season.
Jamie screen about to
Are
go
you
black.
in cahoots with Elka
It's an
Jane?
amber lamb.
Are you in
Are you
cahoots with
It's
Elka
an
serious?
amber
Jane?
lamb.
They come, they come in.
Yo, we got to figure
Let
out
me
what's going
that.
on
Let
with
me
the
that. Let me.
Yo,
All right, Lisa, yeah,
yo,
okay.
my lago
Don't get
report
in
is the
trouble,
FBI
Jamie.
about to
Don't get
raid
in
my
trouble,
house.
baby. I love to see you every week. I want to see you back in next week, okay?
Maybe I don't think he ain't coming back, baby. I think he got to go.
I gotta go. I
All
gotta go.
right,
Hold on.
Lisa.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Baby, that's ice.
Nah, listen, Jamie's
That's
last week.
ice.
I'm like, listen, I'm like 7. I can't be associated with no criminal. All right, we're gonna have another call before Jamie goes. Hello, Ira.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
I need an attorney, bitch. What's your retainer fee?
Well, I'll give you a discount because you finally joined the Droid family. As long as it's a Samsung. If it's not a Samsung, you're not a part of my team.
What is that? Oh my God, is that a Xbox or something? What is that?
Oh, so rude, so rude, so
rude. Camera.
Chris. Okay, I'm gonna go in order. I can understand Crystal, and also apparently like she's like helps. What is it? A podcaster like write a article, and apparently they've been cutting out a lot of her scenes. Like she said, she responded to Erika at Diana's Christmas party, and they cut that out. So I do think it's interesting that they're not letting her speak on it a little too much. It's like we're hearing about it more so from the women than her. Crystal trips me up though when I remember her saying offline somewhere that he was so confused about why the women were taking something from her Instagram and bringing it to the show. And I'm just like, you must be a fool. If you think you're going to write this whole paragraph on your ED on Instagram and someone's not going to bring it on the show while you're filming the show. So that part to me seems like unnecessarily naive, especially for Crystal. And I also feel like people forget Crystal was only going hard at Sutton. Crystal was not necessarily going hard at the group. Crystal did the same kind of behavior of falling back to the wayside last season as well. So
she had a little moment.
She had a little moment and then she completely fell all the way back. So for me, this behavior is not necessarily like all that surprising. The only thing that's surprising is that it felt, other than like completely throwing Sutton under the bus. But yeah, it's just, it is interesting. I think that she is trying to handle it, and eating disorders are a different thing. You can be having therapy, but that's still different than going to a treatment center to receive treatment for it, to have an actual plan while you speak to a therapist for like the mental side. So she hasn't really explained what's happening right now, and maybe she's not really trying to have it as her storyline, but that's the only thing that's happening with her. And she's not really engaging with the women in something else. So I guess this is all we have. Besides her, everyone else seems to be handling it irresponsibly, especially the women talking about it. And also Bravo doesn't really understand trigger warnings, because trigger warnings are supposed to be coming before the trigger happens and not after the fact. So they have that kind of backwards. Rinna is a liar. Why is she telling people she was so upset because she just recently buried her mother? Because her mother had a plan where she didn't want to be buried in the cold. She wanted to be buried in the summer, which is beautiful. But to me, that would have been a more compelling storyline of you trying to go through your grief and sharing how your mom had an alternative, burial plan and how you're dealing with that. I think that would have been wonderful, instead of you acting like, okay, she's passed. Because to me, it looks like on the show she's buried, but apparently she hasn't been until now. And so for you to be acting like on the show, like everything's kind of done, and now you're just throwing this on Sutton when we came in episode 2, and this was before your mom situation happened. You were going after Sutton about this.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost felt like she was having this argument, and then they had to break for the singer, and then someone whispered into her ear, "You look stupid." So then she started having this dry cry because not a tear was happening, and she was doing this weird fainting down onto Erika. So for me, it looked like she thought she was having a good moment, and then someone told her this looks bad.
Well, and the timeline doesn't make sense. Like you said, like I thought it happened months ago. And she's saying that it's recent, but like they've taken now 2 breaks for COVID that have been multiple weeks to make sure the cast is back filming. So like, girl, where is your mother? Where is Lois? Oh, if you haven't buried her yet. Where is Lois?
I feel like it's very interesting that she didn't want to talk about that instead, but now since you're getting into disagreements, you are using it. No one wants to talk about it, but she does feel like she's using it, especially since this is a conversation that has already been had and done with. So for you now to all of a sudden be like angry about it again, and this is because now you're angry and haven't dealt with things in your life because of your mom? What?
Lois in that garage with the vintage dress.
Danny,
next to the dresses.
Danny. No, you did not just. But yeah, and also
let me. I want to make sure I'm clear. So y'all saying Lois is still here?
No, she's saying she just buried Lois in the summer because she didn't want to be buried in the cold. I'm sorry. She didn't want to be buried in the cold. That was her on her wish. So Rinna was on Watch What Happens Live thing. She was going through all this because she had to wait 7 months to bury her. I think that's crazy that you're on the show, and it seems like to me that you've already buried Lois. To me, that would have been an incredible storyline to talk about how your mom had alternative burial plans and how that has extended or even like added onto your grief process. But instead, you're picking petty drama.
It's very much weekend.
Uh-oh. Is that Lois?
Oh, TKC. See, that's what you keep saying. It's a poltergeist.
Somebody
back, bitch.
Somebody called me.
Yeah, so that part really throws me off. And also, Violet's a friend to no one because we don't. First of all, if this supposedly you just got your mother's stuff that really sent you back, don't you think it's interesting that she had a conversation with Rinna before this event and Rinna didn't tell her, hey, I'm like looking to get out because the stuff from my mom just came in. It kind of made me sad. So I mean, she didn't tell you, and I think that speaks on your friendship. Or she did tell you, and you still picked this dumb fight. And then it's Dorit's charity event for this terrible name that it has all. And so to me, like you ran over 2 friends for this dumb situation because you're trying to make up for time that you weren't around. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like Violet's trying to make up for her really not being around. Because for me, I'm like people complain about Garcelle having a storyline, but I do think it is an issue of we have so many housewives and we haven't really been able to get the chance to look at other people's storylines. I don't think someone's purposely hiding. I don't think Garcelle's purposely hiding her storyline. I think though that producers think we rather just watch her be a producer, a talent producer. And so I find it interesting that Violet has been missing, and now she's trying to make sure that she's a part of this whole "I kicked Sutton out of my house" moment. So now she's questioning.
COVID. This cast has literally the whole cast has literally had COVID at this point. Like
yeah. But that to me speaks to that Kyle now is trying to insert herself on a moment that she wasn't a part of because she had COVID. Because there's really no reason why you're trying to get clarification because you were nowhere around.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're trying to do it at your friend's charity event. What? And also that tablescape was so tacky. That flip sequence. Yeah. Oh, and those chairs, those matte gold chairs, and then those like little stingy red rose arrangements really hurt my soul.
Homeless.
It was a homeless event. They had to cater to.
It looked like a garage quinceañera.
It did. And special announcement: your teeth and your gums are very important. You can get sepsis and like blood infections from gum disease. So to me, I think the name is terrible, but it is weird that she marketed it as more of a cosmetic thing and not a health thing. Because a health thing was like making sure someone gets rid of gum disease, or you're doing gum cleaning, all that kind of stuff, making sure people don't have cavities. Because your mouth is very important. You can die from issues from your mouth. Your mouth is very important. So it is weird that she's had this homeless, not toothless event. And it's more about making sure someone has a pretty smile and that someone has a healthy mouth. That's just like my PSA on like health. Mouth health.
Kyra was the attorney. Now she's a dentist.
I'm sorry. I played together baby skulls and adult skulls together. I spent a lot of times in the lab. I thought I was going to be a doctor. I'm not anymore. But yes, okay. I have many of interest.
You opening up a beauty supply store next, Kyra?
Yeah, I was thinking how come.
I could. I do my own nail extensions. I dye my own wigs, so I could if I wanted to.
Instead of Heavenly Beauty.
All right, I got another caller. Get on, okay?
No problem.
Thank you for calling, okay, Kyra?
Bye,
Before that caller, I want to give a shout out to Isabel and Jasmine Isabel donated to Jamie's bail. I don't know if I can take it, but I'm gonna take my chances because I don't want to be associated. And Jasmine said Jamie needed a new phone, so she gave him $2.
Jasmine gonna tell you to cash out for that, right? Jasmine gonna be.
There was another Jasmine who donated $9.99. The true Jasmine, the real Jasmine that we acknowledge here, donated $9.99. Where's she at?
No, if you look at your phone right now,
her name was not Jazz. It was Nisha.
Mm-hmm. And Jasmine has already sent you a cash app request for $1.99. She wants it back.
Oh, she can fuck herself.
All right, we got one more caller, and that is going to be Nisha. Hey, Nisha. How you doing? This your first time calling in, right?
Yes, I'm traveling for work, so I get a chance to sit down.
Oh, well, listen.
Hey, well, thank you for spending your night with us.
Right. I just want to say that Kyra has added nail tech and DDS to her credentials.
Okay. Because she attorney at law.
Attorney at law.
Kyra Shaw.
Watch out, Dr. Heavenly.
Very Phaedra.
And what else?
I don't know. She tried. You know what? She tried to take Danny's lean spot 2 weeks ago. So she tried to get lean. Child.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't gonna happen.
She does it
We're
all.
doing a revamp too.
But Kyle was high. She was on, her face didn't even look. Her face.
I told you she was on the book of sugar.
Something was going on. And did anybody catch how PK and Mauricio they both blurted out Erika at the same time when they including each other, every wife?
Yep.
Erika.
I thought one said Rinna.
Who
Mauricio
said Rinna?
I have to say Erika when PK said it.
Okay. I missed it. I ain't gonna lie.
If you go back and watch it, okay, and then Rinna crying at the table. I'm just going through it with my mom. As soon as everybody running around, yeah, but I can forgive you, son. We can move past this.
Yeah.
It was.
And then, am I okay? Am I okay, girl?
Girl, please, Sutton. Stand up.
So hard, but I can move past this, Sutton, if you can. Like it was so instant. I'm Sutton, please.
Y'all ever watch Steel Magnolias?
Get up.
She was trying to get that scene at the end.
Sit up at the dinner table.
Yeah, that dinner table was weird.
So disgusting. She pisses me off every episode. Like, why are you big? You a grown woman. You're a grown woman.
I really hate her.
I hate her. I was all
I want her gone.
At first, I was a slutting, but
oh wait, you hate Sutton?
No, I said I was a slutting at first.
Oh,
I still am.
Oh,
but no,
we still are.
No, I turned in my jersey.
I'll give it back to you. I'm giving it back to you.
Nisha.
I'm gonna turn it into a little crop top, but I
have faith.
It was fun.
We're coming back. We're coming back in the second inning.
I had a good
Nina
time.
said she is done.
Yeah, I cannot.
You know what? We talked about this last week. We said that basically, like, she ain't big son, she ain't little son, she just son because she has been very disappointing.
She's
oh, not son.
Pretty soon you're gonna be saying.
Oh man.
But that's all I had to say.
Tear down women. Tear down women.
Well, we thank you.
You are very beautiful.
You chance that you are gorgeous, pretty, everything in between. So please call in more, even if you're out here at work.
I will.
You're a model. You look like Linda Evangelista.
Good night, fellas.
All right. Good night, Nisha.
Bye.
Oh, Jasmine said Big Udden. That is awful. So we're taking the S off. Look at Isabel. He said, do you have merch? I made this actually. I did make this, but it's not. No, we ain't got no merch. And it's like not for sale yet, but it's all coming. We like Sheree. You know, it's coming. It's coming. Just
you gotta be like Candy. Candy got her stuff out in one episode.
Yeah.
Where Cortez is actually launching a Broadway off Broadway play next week, but it's also closing at the end of the day. So we got one showing. Buy a ticket.
Across the street from Broadway on the same side that Lean Con gonna be on. We talked about that, remember? So now I'm stingy, y'all. I promise you it's coming. It's a work in progress. I'll say that. So once it's here, for me, as long as y'all been here, you will be able to get it in your hands, in your arms, and everywhere you need to have it. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and lean out. What's that? Will you sell hats? I've been eyeing your hat. I got all the stuff, James.
That would be good. We're selling jock straps.
What? Whoa.
Please don't be the model. Please don't be the model.
We're gonna put Jasmine in them. Jasmine and Asian in jock straps. Now I'm just playing. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. I promise you when the stuff is available, it'll be available. With that being said, make sure I hit the like button. Thank y'all for watching, even despite the episode being boring as hell. I had a good time with you guys, with Nisha, with Lisa and Kyra, and of course everybody in the chat, David, TKC, Isabel. Again, shout out Morgan, Jasmine, our very own Nushka, David, A, Frank, Sasuke. If I miss your name, it's all love. Everybody glad to see you back, Danny. So Danny is here.
Sure.
And he'll be here next week too, unless he tells me.
Here and queer.
Here and queer. I know that's right. Y'all have a good day. We'll see y'all Monday for Real Housewives of Atlanta or Married to Medicine on Tuesday or next week for Real Housewives of Beverly. Okay? Have a good night, y'all.
Peace out.